Hello students, welcome back to the online tutorial class. This is Indrani Roy, your English teacher, and today we are going to read about a new lesson. The name of the lesson is The Bell, written by Geeta Krishnan Kutti. Let us first read about the author. Geeta Krishnan Kutti is an award-winning and well-established translator from Malayalam to English. Dr. Krishnan Kutti has also won two Katha Awards for translation. She has studied English literature and French and lives and works in Chennai. She has a doctorate in English literature from the University of Mysore and has been actively involved in translating short stories, novels, and anthologies from Malayalam into English. Her works include Kalam by M.T. Vasudevan Nair, The Eye of God by N.P. Muhammad, which won the Sahitya Akademi Award in 2001, and Cast Me Out If You Will, a collection of short stories and autobiographical essays by Lalitambika Antarjanam. So, after knowing about the author, let us now focus on the summary of the story. The Bell is a story of a young rebellious girl. With the unfolding of the story, it is observed that there was an argument at lunchtime between the young girl, the protagonist, and her family about the South Indian culture of ringing the bell by priestess daughter. The young rebellious girl wanted to ring the bell as according to her, there was no difference between her and Thangam. Who was Thangam? Thangam was the daughter of the priest. She also added that we are all equal in the eyes of the God. Her family members did not take the argument seriously and thought that she would understand as she grew up. They all hoped that she would accept the wisdom and authority unquestionably and would not dream of going against them. Meanwhile, the girl started listening and accepting all the instructions of her family members only with the hope that they would allow her to ring the bell. So, although she felt disgusted and irritated, she obeyed everything that was told to her by her family members. For instance, she went to the riverside to take her bath and also combed her hair tightly after applying oil on it. Kelu Nair, the servant of the family, was instructed to accompany her on her way to the temple. But when she denied, her mother ignored her completely. She did not like the idea that Kelu Nair would be going with her. The young girl wanted to cover the path as early as possible. At the temple, she saw a usual group of women gathered around the outer door of the temple to pray. She increased her speed and ignored Kelu Nair's advice. Her mind was full of her secret mission. What is the secret mission? The secret mission of ringing the bell. She felt cool rock beneath her feet as she entered into the temple. She bowed down in front of Goddess Parvati with crossed arms and touched her ears and came upon the crowded main sanctuary, as you can see in the picture. The Nambodiri women were standing in close circle so that no one could enter in. They were praying with closed eyes. The girl could see the priestess's daughter Thangam chanting the mantras continuously. Before she would regret on the decision, she elbowed herself quickly through the circle of Nambodiri women. That means she crossed the Nambodiri women with the help of her elbow. She ignored Kelu Nair's shouting, ran towards the bell and quickly in excitement rang the bell and came down before all could understand what had happened. So slowly and steadily she became successful in touching the bell and ringing the bell finally. And before anybody can understand what exactly has happened, she came down quickly. She was light-hearted, happy. As she turned back, she saw the temple, she felt the blessing. As she reached home, she found that silence was more eloquent than speech. Obviously, she went against her family members, so the family members were definitely not happy with her. So they stopped talking to her. She felt so as she saw the absence of papadums in her plate. So she was very fond of papadums, and the family members used to give her papadums every day, but that day the papadums were missing. The chapter ends with the feeling of happiness as the young girl knew that God, in whose eyes all are equal, had accepted her gesture. So, although the papadums were missing, although the family members were not behaving properly with her, she was happy because she knew that whatever she has done right. She has the full right to ring the bell. So, she was happy and she was very contented. So, now let us see a vocabulary chart. There are lots of new meanings in this chapter. So let us see the meanings, the synonyms and the antonyms. So this is the vocabulary chart, children. The first word is pervaded. Pervaded. The synonyms are penetrate or diffuse through. Penetrate or diffuse through. And the antonym is to evacuate. Next is disgust. The synonyms are abhorrence or detest. Abhorrence means to hate. The antonyms are to attract and to please. Menace, threat or danger. Menace means threat or danger. The antonyms are friendly and auspicious. Friendly and auspicious. Precarious. The synonyms are unsteady, unreliable and hazardous. Unsteady, unreliable and hazardous. The antonyms are secure, safe and strong. Secure, safe and strong. Savage. The synonyms are ferocious or undomesticated. Savage also means cruel. The antonyms are tamed and civilized. Tamed and civilized. Loathsome. The synonyms are detestable and hateful. Detestable and hateful. Antonyms are lovable and pleasant. Lovable and pleasant. Obstinate. The synonyms are stubborn and unyielding. Stubborn and unyielding. And the antonym is compliant. Compliant. Next one is embellish. Embellish means to adorn or to garnish. Adorn or garnish. The antonym would be definitely to disfigure. To disfigure. Incomprehensible. Incomprehensible means with something which you don't understand. So inarticulate. Synonym is inarticulate. And the antonym is understandable or to understand. Perfunctory. Synonyms are disinterested and apathetic. Disinterested and apathetic. And the antonyms are to be careful and sincere. Careful and sincere. So with this your chapter ends, children. The chapter is very easy and very beautiful. I hope you all have understood the lesson. So I will stop here, children. Bye. Take care.